And welcome back. So, we have done quite a bit of work, and we are going to be discussing that here in just a minute. Oops. But we need to talk about a couple of other things. So, we will be moving on to doing a little bit more exploring today. See what's around us. We're going to be looking for that mangrove swamp. Trying to see what other of our new biomes we can get today. But before then, what has changed? As you can see, we're at day 32. We left and it was barely day 20. So we've done quite a bit. But what have we done in the meantime? Well, we have partially completed our semi-automatic wheat farm. All it needs is a line of water and a line of pistons with our redstone back here. So basically, it just needs the redstone. We've used up some of our iron and we put in our collection system. Was debating for a little bit on whether or not to put the collection system along the side here. Decided to use that as our fence gate protections, or whether to put it in the center here, and it was just more ergonomic to put it in up here. Simple 8 hoppers rather than the multiple hoppers it would have been back here. Now ideally I will have to empty these hoppers a little bit more often, but that isn't too big of a deal. And then over here we have went ahead and we put in a rudimentary tree farm. Really, it's just a block, put a sapling on it, sapling grows, we chop it down. Like that. So nothing too specific, too great, but something that will be handy in the coming days. Now, we are going, like I said, we are going to go exploring because there are still some resources that we have not found yet. So we went that way looking at our mine. And I enjoyed that. It was awesome. We saw a lot of cool things. Our focus was more on flat land and terrain than actually looking at terrain level rather than generation. So we will probably be going back exploring that way at some point in time. However, we will not be doing that at the very moment. We need to take one of those with us, so we're going to go ahead and craft up ourselves another bed, or we have crafted one up, and it's not lightning, so we are free to go. And we are going to go ahead and head this direction. Now, we headed this direction slightly at the beginning in our small little live stream where we were looking for a place to put a mine in. And we tried putting a mine in right over there, and we ran into that dripstone ravine gigantic cave that runs beneath us. And as much as I would love to go visit that cave, we just aren't ready to. And tried in a corner over here as well, I do believe. But we are going to keep going on this way. Just sort of see what we can find. If anything sticks out to us. And what resources that we can grab. There are a couple of resources that we are actually going to be looking for. And as we go along, try and think of what resources would we be looking for? What resources would we be gathering? We already have dripstone. Not a lot, but I can always come back and get more. So, what resources at this point in the game are we looking for? leave a comment down below, and I will give a shout out. Well, give me the time in this video where I'm giving the challenge and what you think it is. And we'll see if we find it at the end of the video. If we happen to find it and it's something that you guessed, go ahead and leave a shout out or leave a comment down below. I will give you a shout out in the next couple of episodes. So, we're going to go ahead and collect iron. No, iron is not one of the things that we are looking for. We have 2.5 stacks of raw iron, but it's one thing that we are going to collect along our way. So, I am going to turn on some music, and we are going to go. Looky what we found. We have found a village. So, we will go ahead and mark it. We probably won't be using this village a whole lot. Hopefully we can find another one that is closer to home, because we are pretty far. I mean, we are 830 blocks away from home. Let's put it that way. From where we've set up our base, we are 830 blocks from there. So we have some wheat here. We have some sugar cane here, which we don't have that item yet. And let's see what else. Some gold nuggets, not bad. Let's see, what will you trade me? I don't have either one of those. They're nice trades, though. Whoa! Well, I'm not trading with you now. I accidentally hurt him, and now he's mad at me. Interesting. Oh, emeralds. We have a mountain base, so not something that we terribly need at the moment, but something that is still useful. Oh, I could buy 4 redstone. Oh, we already saw that one. Did we actually look in this one for a... No. Nope, that's the wrong setup. This one should have one. Did we already loot it? Yes, that's where we got the emeralds from. I've yet to run into a savannah village without the waterfalls. I just haven't had that luck. photographer. Stakes. Seriously, that's it? Well, bummer. So let's see. Well, let's keep going. So look what we have found now. Well, we're gonna go ahead and leave that. But we have found a shipwreck. It's not a full one, which is disappointing, but and let's see if there's any treasure here. It doesn't look like it. go. Suspicious stew, 4 potatoes, paper. Go ahead and get the leather tunic. But it looks like that may be the only one that's here. welcome back. So, loot. Not a ton. It wasn't really a treasure hunt, but we did end up finding a mangrove forest and, or I should say swamp, and a couple of other things. So, we've got our mangrove roots. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. We've got our mangrove roots, a couple stacks of them, some muddy mangrove roots, some mud, and some mangrove logs and planks. Along the way, we also picked up some suspicious stew, a leather tunic with mending on it, among other things. But the most important things that we were looking for that we got beyond the mud was the sugarcane and the bamboo. The sugarcane I need for paper, which I need for maps, which I need for rockets. The paper, not the maps. And the bamboo I need for scaffolding, which is what along with string, is what I need to make scaffolding, which is what I need for any of our bigger builds. So, all things that I needed, all things I got, along with some ink sac prepped for some black dye. So, did we find everything we were looking for? Nope. Did we find some things? Yes. In the meantime, thank you for watching this episode of 1.19 Survivor World, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great and wonderful Minecraft day. This is Amethyst64 signing off.